welcome to another episode of Mac Minute. A few weeks back I talked about looking at file permissions, and I used something called GetInfo, and I got in questions about what did I use to see that with, and I probably shouldn't have jumped into it so quickly. So this week I want to go back and show you what GetInfo does and how you can do that. So I'm going to open up one of these Blue Angel pictures, which I've been using a lot here recently, and let's say I bring up this one right here, and I want to get some information about it. So what we're going to do is we're going to right click on it. Now there's a shortcut, which is Command-I, but I'm going to show you through right click. You can right click and you do Get Info. This is also in the file menu. When I do Get Info, it brings up this window, and depending on what kind of file it is, depends on what you see. So here it says it's a JPEG image, here's its size, here's where it's located, here's when it was created and modified. You can actually put a label. If I want to make it a red label, you can change that here. You can lock the file if you want. And because it knows what a JPEG file is, it gives you more information right here. It says its dimensions. So it's 3701 by 1939. It was taken on a Canon EOS 5D Mark II using RGB color space with a camera's RGB profile with a 300 lens, 300 millimeter lens, and had no alpha channel, no red eye. The f-stop was at 8 and exposure was at 2. And exposure time was 1/500th of a second. So it gives you a lot of information about the picture that most picture programs would give you, but because it knows what it is, it has all that data. It gives you name and extensions, it tells you what you can open it with, so I can pick and I can change what I want to open it with, including something that's not listed or even getting something off the App Store, if you want to do it that way. You see a preview picture of it, and then we come down to the permissions, the sharing of permissions we talked about last time. So you can do this on any kind of file. I'm going to close this, and I'm actually going to go into my documents, which we had that one file from last week that's empty. And I'm going to do a Get Info. And you see right here, it's a little different looking, a lot shorter. It's a rich text document. It gives you its size, where it's located. You can label or tag it. You can, again, lock it or stationary pad it if you are the owner of it. The only thing in more info is when it was created, when it was modified, and when it was last opened. And then the name of the file opens with. You can go in and change that if you want. There is no preview, and if I keep scrolling down, if it lets me scroll down, there we go. Here's a sharing permission. So again, very, very simple to do the Get Info. And I didn't mean to confuse everybody by using that the other week to show you the permissions thing without explaining the Get Info. Very sorry. And I'm just going to cover it this week. All right, that's it for Mac Minute this week. We'll see you next week. For show notes for this show, contacts, and more, go to the techzen.tv website where you can get show notes for all of our shows. We love to hear from our viewers and listeners. We have an email, a Twitter, and a phone number where you can contact us for each show. For details, visit the techzen.tv website and get the show details. You can also make a video and upload it somewhere like YouTube or Vimeo and then just send us a link. You never know, you may see your video in a future show. You can get all of our shows delivered automatically to your favorite device by going to your favorite podcast website like iTunes and subscribing. Each of our shows also has a YouTube channel you can subscribe to get regular updates. Our shows are also available on most internet radio networks like Stitcher and TuneIn Radio. You can also watch and listen to our shows on Xbox, TiVo, and Roku. You can even find us on your Zune.